Greetings, dear Insomniac. You there, flopped sideways like a forgotten sandwich. Yes, you. Tonight, we shall drift not into dreams, but into the curious histories of 9 inventions that now curl up beside you nightly, in bed on your nightstand, or maybe even inside your dreams, that were, quite gloriously, complete accidents. And no, not the kind of oops that ends with a kitchen fire. I mean the charming sort, the ones that change the world. So fluff your pillow, or stuff it dramatically beneath your neck like a Roman senator in decline, and let us begin. Our story starts with a man named Percy Spencer, a man with a name that sounds like he should be inventing a new cravat, not electromagnetic cookery. In 1945, he was fiddling with radar equipment, as one does, when he noticed something odd. The chocolate bar in his pocket had melted. Now, most of us would say, "Ah, well, sticky thighs again," and move on. But Percy? No. Percy shoved popcorn kernels in front of the radar. They popped. He then tried an egg. It exploded in a co-worker's face, which was unfortunate. Thus, the microwave was born, a device you now summon pizza rolls with at 3 a.m. thanks to wartime snack-based curiosity. Invented by naval engineer Richard James, who wasn't trying to make a toy, but to stabilize ship instruments. One day, he knocked over a tension spring, and it did that iconic slink down the stairs, like it was alive. His wife Betty named it Slinky, which sounds like a flapper from 1923, and the rest is noisy stairwell history. And now, it lives in kids' rooms and nostalgia shelves, all because a spring got stage fright on a destroyer. Swiss engineer George de Mestral noticed burrs stuck to his dog's fur after a walk in the Alps. Curious, he looked at them under a microscope and saw tiny hooks. Nature's tiny grappling hooks. It took him years to replicate it with fabric, but eventually, Velcro was born, used now in shoes, jackets, blood pressure cuffs, and, of course, the deeply mysterious pocket closures of every dad's cargo shorts. NASA engineers in the 60s were trying to make cushions that absorb G-force, because being launched into orbit is apparently uncomfortable. What they made was viscoelastic polyurethane, soft yet firm. Memory foam didn't catch on in space, but it nestled into mattress ads with great success. So tonight, as your mattress gently remembers the shape of your bum, know that you're technically sleeping on astronaut leftovers. Engineer Wilson Greatbatch, yes, really, accidentally pulled the wrong resistor out of his parts box. Instead of recording a heartbeat, his machine began to create a heartbeat-like pulse. That's odd, he thought. And then, like all great tinkerers, he ran with it. That mistake became the first implantable pacemaker. Today, millions live because a resistor was sleepy on the job. In 1903, French chemist Edouard Benedictus dropped a glass flask. Instead of shattering, it cracked, but held together. He realized the flask had a thin plastic coating inside from a prior experiment. Thus was born laminated safety glass, the stuff in your phone screen, car windshield, and grandma's spectacles. So yes, clumsiness can save lives, provided you're also a chemist with excellent timing. You may think the vibrating alarm was invented as a gentle wake-up device, but in truth, it began as a tool for the deaf community, an accidental offshoot of telephone tech in the 1900s. When buzzers were added to alert users of calls, someone said, "Couldn't we just use this to wake people up?" And boom! From bedside shake table to smartwatch buzz, it now gently scolds you into morning submission. It's 1902. U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt refuses to shoot a tied-up bear during a hunting trip. The press, already fond of him, runs a cartoon mocking the scene. A toy-maker couple sees the cartoon and creates a soft bear toy named Teddy's Bear. The public swoons. Roosevelt, who never trademarked his name, just grumbled and kept walking. Today, millions of children clutch a legacy of mercy and marketing. The first sleep sounds were never designed for you. They were developed to help computers focus. White noise was originally used in labs to test speaker consistency and mask audio interference. Then someone said, "You know, this sounds kind of nice." Fast forward, and now you've got apps with Tibetan bowls, whale sighs, and gentle rain from Tokyo rooftops, all because a speaker test got sleepy. The original concept? Not your bedtime buddy, but a medical heating pad to prevent hypothermia in hospital patients. In the 1930s and 40s, engineers wired up bulky contraptions using electrically heated wires sewn into thick quilts. One enterprising soul thought, "Why not take this home? I get cold too." And thus the electric blanket slipped from surgery tables to snugly snoring zones. It has since warmed feet, relationships, and the occasional unsuspecting cat, all thanks to a hospital prototype that escaped its ward. So there you have it, dear wanderer of the night. 10 inventions that sleep beside us, not because someone set out to make them, but because the universe adores an accident. From zapped chocolate bars to white noise serenades, from presidential bears to mattress foam fit for orbit, perhaps it's a whisper from history. Not every mistake is a failure. Some become bedtime essentials, and some, well, some just make glorious stories. Until next time, snore softly, dream oddly, and remember, even your pillow has a past. Good night, you magnificent walking coincidence.